You've said before that you're on the fence about becoming a parent. Is that because you're worried you'll give birth to a cigarette with human eyes? Welcome to Royal Court, the show where pop culture royalty compete for a spot on my trusted council. I am your host and queen, Lady Brittany of House Broski, and today I am joined by real royalty. Please welcome Charli XCX.
I thought we were just doing a podcast. Like, I have no idea what's going on. Hi.
Hello, darling.
Hello.
How was your journey into the realm today?
Fab. It was fab, yeah.
So walk me through this outfit we've picked.
Okay, well, it's Vivienne Westwood.
I love.
And I kind of thought that she was sort of like giving, you know, like royal
Yes.
vibes.
Very much.
So, and you gave me this crown.
I did. I gifted it. PR gifting.
Yeah. And then just some sunglasses just because I'm tired.
Oh, no, and it's about to get real bright in here in a second. So.
Oh.
Charli, are you ready for the trial set before you today?
Yeah, totally.
Then let the trials begin.
Oh.
Can you walk me through the pros and cons of being anti-bra?
Oh, yeah, sure. Pros are it's one less thing to put on, and it's a nice little bounce,
Yeah.
you know? And I think nipple through shirt is sexy. I think it's sexy. The cons are a lot of your TikToks will get flagged. That's it. That's
Okay.
the only con, really, actually, yeah.
We're not doing chafed nipples?
I've not had that experience personally, but, you know, maybe I'm not running enough. I tend to put a bra on if I know I'm going to be running
Okay.
far.
We need to make a DJ bra.
Yeah.
It's just like, it accentuates the nipple.
Yeah.
Only nipple.
Yeah, I mean, Skims, didn't they do that?
They did.
So-
The built-in rock-hard tit.
Yeah. Yeah, we want some gifting.
You've said before that you're on the fence about becoming a parent. Is that because you're worried you'll give birth to a cigarette with human eyes?
Yes, it's crossed my mind. You're reading me so well.
Just asking the important question.
Yeah, totally. I've wondered that.
If you could pick for me really quick, Troye Sivan daughter or Charli XCX son.
I think that a Charli XCX son is gonna be a little bit of a problem. So I'm gonna go with Troy daughter. I think that that's gonna be a really angelic human.
Yeah.
I can't say the same for the Charli XCX son. You know, the way things are going, it
Yeah.
just feels like they'd be a nightmare.
Criminal.
Probably.
Okay. What's the cuntiest thing you can think of just on the spot?
This goblet. Right
Period.
here. This whole table. The scroll. I'm sorry, I'm probably not supposed to be touching things
You touch
yet.
whatever you need to.
I mean, this whole setup. Look at this.
Thank you so much.
You know?
Is it reminding you of home? Is this what England looks like?
It is. It is.
You love lying.
I love it. You know, can I just tell you, I can't see anything. Like, I can't, like, beyond that goblet, it's pretty, I feel like I'm acting weird because this dress is really tight. I can't see, and I'm just sort of like, I don't know how this looks. But, what did you ask?
It was more of a statement that you love lying.
I don't know. What do you think?
I think you do love lying, and I want to know the, most fun lie you've ever told.
Well, I've definitely pretended to be Lord before. A long time ago, I was going to a studio. This was when Royals was, like, really big. I was being dropped off at a recording studio, and the Uber driver was like, so, I have to ask, are you an artist? And I was like, yeah, I am. Thinking, like, he knows who I am. And he was like, I gotta say, I love your song. And he was like, we'll never be royals.
Thank
and
you.
I just said, thank you. And then he asked me to sign something and I signed it.
As Lord.
Love Lord, yeah. So, you know.
Big up the Australians.
Yeah,
that's what
New
you said.
Zealand.
Is she New Zealand? She's Kiwi?
Yeah, totally.
Can we cut that? You are about to embark on the sweat tour. What's the sweatiest place on your body at any given time? For me, it's all of the above.
You know, I think when I perform, I'm really being pretty like, I mean, I can't do it in this dress, but I'm being pretty like, I'm moving a lot. And sometimes when I look back, I'm like, damn, like my face looks really damp. You know?
Wet.
Yeah, but then you got to just call it a glow. It's a glow, isn't it?
It is. It's like the glow after you've like come out of the bathroom. That sort of thing. Like when you feel better.
Steam room vibes. But you just got to style it out, you know?
You got to work your puss out. I know that's right. Mm-hmm. What would be your nightmare boiler room set lineup?
I really just don't like drum and bass. So if it was like back-to-back, like drum and bass DJs, I wouldn't like that at all. I wouldn't be there in the first place, you know? And then there are some names I could say, but I'm not going to do that.
I won't make you do that.
But I'll tell you afterwards.
Okay, well, period.
Yeah.
That's behind the paywall, Broski Nation.
Yeah. I still can't see.
And you know what? It works for the better.
I feel like I'm vaguely looking around. But I don't know where the camera is, like, at all. I feel like you've, like, got me captive.
I hope it's working.
Okay, sorry. I'll just sort of look in this direction, roughly.
You are a Tumblr veteran.
Yes.
Thank you for your service.
You're welcome.
What was the craziest Anon ask you ever received? Do you remember?
Okay, wait. I must not really be a Tumblr veteran, because what the fuck is that? What's
People
that?
used to be able to, like, write in and ask you a question, like, anonymously. Did you ever do that?
No.
What were you doing on
like
Tumblr?
reblogging. I was just like collecting like edgy images of like people making stars with their fingers.
100%. A nice American Apparel skirt.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anoning?
Yeah, like an anonymous ask. They'd be like, who's your crush?
Oh, I never did that shit. No. What did you do? You were doing that?
Yeah, I would send an anonymous thing to myself to make it look like I had fans.
Oh, and it would show up?
God, yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I did do that. I don't know. And obviously nothing stood out in my mind.
Okay. Charli, you passed.
Oh. Was it a test?
Yeah, it was a test and you passed?
Oh, good. I didn't know. Great.
Charli, after such a long interrogation, I am famished. How about you?
Yeah, me too.
I think it's time for a royal feast. Squires!
Oh, amazing. I'm glad it's this and not like, you know, something like weird and British.
Could you imagine? That's the most British thing I can actually think of.
I know, yeah. Well, we don't have parliaments in the UK.
Y'all are living in squalor. Now, to wash this down, of course, we need our acrylics around our white wine. Squires!
Thank you.
Yes, yes.
Cheers.
Chilled. Cheers, darling.
I don't know that I can drink it right now. I'm supposed to be doing dry July.
You know what? I can drink both of them. I guess I'll have
maybe
to
you could drink both. Here. Gorge. Thank you.
You know, we heard you like natural organic wine.
What'd you get me?
That's not gonna be that. No.
What is that?
That's gonna be probably like a gas station wine.
Cool. Jacob's Creek, we call it in the UK.
Yeah?
Right? It's called Jacob's Creek, right? It's bad.
Oh, I bet.
Yeah.
But it does the job.
It's like barefoot vibes.
But I do love barefoot.
Oh, do you?
Because it's like disgusting in the best way.
I feel bad I'm not drinking it. I just
drink it.
really don't want to. Not right now, you know?
It's okay, we can chug it later.
Okay, great.
Charli, you have hangover hacks.
Okay, I actually get really bad hangovers.
Yeah.
When they're bad, it's like game over. I like walk differently. Like arched. Arched. Do you do that?
Yes, of course
do you do
I
that?
do.
Why? Like,
Can't stand up straight.
Cannot stand up straight when the hangover's really bad. Like,
Get
I
that lower back
really
pain.
am walking very, very, very decrepitly. So, but it sort of feels like the right thing to do.
Yeah,
You know? It'd be weird if you were hungover and kind of like walking around like I'm wearing this dress, you know? If the hangover isn't that bad, I quite enjoy a hangover, you know? Like eat some trash, like watch 3 movies, like lie horizontally. That's all good. Sometimes it is about hair of the dog, you know?
Of course.
Sometimes you do have to just be like, you know what, I am gonna have that unnecessary Aperol spritz.
You gotta grow up and just drink
You gotta grow up. Yeah, sometimes. But sometimes that's hell. I don't know. Sometimes you just gotta wait it out.
You get pukey?
If it's like bad, that could happen possibly. Do you?
I get like violently ill. Because I have to do like a bottle of wine to be drunk, let's have fun.
Right.
It's so much sugar.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's fine though, you know, whatever. I don't have any self-control. So I know what you mean. I really wish that I was someone who could be chic with going out You know,
I feel like you are.
Well, I really appreciate that because I don't feel that way. Like, you know, I sometimes, like, people who are like, well, I'm gonna go for dinner and I'm gonna have one drink. Like, forget about that. Like, I am standing on the table at the end of dinner being like, we're going out. Like, you know, I can't just like go home. Like, why can't I go home? Like, it's time for me to go home.
It's bedtime.
I'm always like last there, even now.
You love an espresso martini, huh?
I love it all.
And when you start doing like 4 of those, it's like, oh, I'm up until 9 a.m.
Game over. Yeah. I have no self-control. I went out till 5 a.m. after I saw Challengers just because I thought the movie was so good and I was so excited. Me and my friend were like, we should go out! Like, it's dumb, you know?
Just fucking love Zendaya.
I
It's something
loved
to party about.
it. I loved it. I mean, the soundtrack, I was like, we gotta go out after this. It was like a Tuesday. So stupid. Anyways.
It works, it works. You used to live in a haunted castle.
I did. Did you ever come round?
I didn't.
Sometimes people have been over that I don't know about, so I just thought I'd ask. Because sometimes it's like, oh, I brought this person over, you went in.
And like, I actually puked in your bathroom.
Yeah, maybe.
Do you have any stories?
Oh, yeah. I mean, it was like very much like the party house. We did a lot of parties there.
Okay.
The police came a lot.
Well, yeah.
In terms of like the hauntedness, I actually am very, very sensitive to
Can we talk about it?
spooky things, but I don't like to admit that they're there or admit that I'm sensitive to them because then I think that would just kind of like actualize the whole thing, you know? So I have some friends who stayed and they were like, we had like a chilling experience.
Tell me!
I wasn't in. They were basically like, someone was banging on the door and we thought it was like a neighbor. And they went down and there was no one there. And then they came back up the stairs and all of the windows on the top floor were open. And I was like, yeah, it must have been like windy. And they were like, it was dead silent outside.
Yeah.
And then they said that they went back into the spare room and the whole room like turned red.
So was that just a bad
It was
trip?
just like, I don't know. And they were so, they're also like very into that stuff, but her partner is like not into that stuff. And he was like, it happened. So when that freaked me out because when the person who isn't into ghosty things
like,
is like the room went red, then you know you're in trouble.
My mom's a ghost hunter.
Really?
She like literally does this. She'll go into like abandoned hospitals and shit like that in Texas and go in just with all the equipment and shit. She's like for real about it.
Does she get paid?
No. God, no.
Hobby. She's a hobbyist.
Not a big budget for that.
Well, no, but they have those shows, don't they?
They do, yeah.
I don't know where they're on. They're on like the TV that nobody watches.
Well, my mom is watching.
she's watching every episode.
She's locked in.
What's the equipment for that?
It's like electromagnetic detectors.
I see.
And I've been in the room with her when she's done some investigations, and I feel the same, where it's like, I don't know what the fuck's going on, but I don't want to be around it. That's kind of how I feel.
Have you been there when she's discovered a ghost?
Yeah, she'll be talking to it, and like a cold breeze will come. It's weird shit.
Oh wow!
I believe in it, but I don't want to.
You don't want to admit it because you don't want to open yourself up to it more.
Exactly.
I understand.
What are your thoughts on gatekeeping art or artists?
Oh, okay. That was a pivot. That's the thing that I think you do when you're like 14, right?
Yes, literally.
Right?
Yes.
I feel like that's what I definitely did that. Like in school when I was like, I'm gonna be really edgy and I like a band called the Pigeon Detectives or whatever. And then people would be like, oh, what are you listening to? I'd be like, well, it's this band, but I'm not gonna tell you what they are because you wouldn't get it. When they would, you know, it's just like a band with guitars, like whatever.
Like, it's the Arctic Monkeys, babe. It's not that fucking
Exactly. So I mean, it's kind of like fun to do that when you're younger because you gotta have like something to make you interesting. So why not have it be that band?
It's that and the picture of the star hands on Tumblr.
That was my life. Yeah, that was my life. But now, I mean, I think it's fun to kind of like share your findings with your friends and talk about, you know, oh, this new artist, this new film. Did you see Long Legs yet? Whatever. Not to timestamp this app, but you know, and I haven't seen it yet, by the way.
Me either.
Have you?
No, but apparently Nick Cage is amazing in it.
Of course, when is he not? You should get him on this.
Could you imagine?
That
People would
be
die.
chaos.
There would be deaths involved.
Agree.
Do you have any hot goss for me, darling? You want
No, I don't. No.
No, not at all?
Wait, maybe let me think.
We can come back to it.
I don't have anything. Do you have any for me?
My hot goss is, no, No, I don't actually. Why is that the hardest
Right.
question? It's like, what's your favorite song? I've never heard a song, actually.
Two boring bitches, basically. With nothing to say.
Absolutely nothing to say. Just pretty.
Yep.
Thank you guys for watching. Well done, Charlie. We'll box this up for you, but you've passed. Lady Charlie, I require every member of my council to make a family crest. Seeing as you didn't come with yours, we're gonna have you make one here today. Absolutely. On this quadrant in front of you, there's 4 little questions, and we're gonna have you draw your answer. We've got glitter pens as well, a new edition.
Wow.
Specifically for you.
Budget. Love it. Can I move my chair in?
I'll allow it.
Thanks.
What do you think defines an artist?
I think somebody who is kind of setting their own cultural language and maybe not necessarily like thinking about the effects of the things that they do. This is a terrible answer. I can't multitask.
And it's hard.
And all I've done is draw a circle. Just a blue circle.
Kira.
What's the question again?
What defines an artist?
What defines
in
an
your opinion?
artist? I think somebody who is kind of steadfast in their vision, who isn't willing to make creative sacrifices in order to kind of like express their work. And somebody who I think does eventually change the sways of culture. Yeah.
That's a perfect answer.
Okay, good, because I really did have to sort of stop whilst I was doing it.
In a very real way, what does your LGBTQ audience mean to you?
Oh my God, everything. I really would not be here in the position that I'm currently in without them. I mean, I think, you know, my LGBTQ plus audience believed in me when, you know, nobody else really did.
Yeah.
And I think they, you know, kind of understood me at a point in time when everybody else was very like confused or unconvinced by me. And so I think they gave me a lot of confidence to really express myself and feel comfortable in my own skin.
Wow.
And yeah, I'll be eternally grateful for them because they really kind of changed my life, actually. So
I feel very similarly.
Yeah,
Of,
totally.
like that, and the support is unwavering. It's like loyalty as well.
Yeah, I feel very, very lucky to have that, for sure.
What is it about Bravo that you love so much?
Bravo, now you want to talk about art. What's not to love? I won't lie, we have a couple of mutuals who are very, very, very into the Bravo universe.
Clinically.
Yeah, it's their
Medically.
life, their personality, everything. I will say I actually only really watch Housewives of Salt Lake City.
Yes.
I need to start watching Beverly Hills. Everybody's telling me. It's just there's a lot. There's a lot.
It's a lot of lore.
There's a long history, much like this royal
Regal line. of course.
line, yeah. But I gotta say, shout out Below Deck.
I love Below Deck!
Shut the fuck
Captain
up.
Sandy, bitch.
I DM'd her the other day. I cold DM'd her. I just DM'd her and I said, Sandy, I don't even have my phone. I said, Sandy, I think you're great. And she just said, thanks.
She responded. Sandy,
And then
you're like
she
a
followed
fucking
me.
mother to me.
She followed me. And then I also love Fraser.
Okay.
Do you know?
I don't.
You don't know
I'm like,
him?
yes.
It's like he's like more recent seasons.
The chef?
No, he's like the chief stew.
Okay. Yes. naturally.
We DM too, and I've sent him a DM, and I was like so worried he wasn't gonna reply, and I got really down because he like didn't.
Yeah.
And then when he did, I like screamed on the sofa with my fiance. I was like, "Oh my God, Fraser!" So yeah, it's cool.
They could never understand this shit. I think it's so funny they force them to go out. They're like, and you will go party.
Oh my God. But they need that. They need to put off some steam. It's tough,
do.
like, making all those drinks, you know?
It's a hard job.
Yeah.
What is the hardest lesson you've had to learn that earned you some wisdom? Or what is your advice, like for all of life? What's a piece of wisdom that you really hold true?
You know, this is a classic. I think when you really feel that you've followed this piece of advice, it really does ring true, and I feel like you can really reap the rewards from it. I feel like you just really have to follow your gut instinct. Like, I've definitely been in this scenario before in different, you know, areas of my life where this doesn't feel quite right, but I'm gonna do it because maybe this person is advising me so, or I feel pressure to, or like whatever. Like, don't. Like, I think if you know in your gut, like deep down, that something just feels a little bit off, just listen to that. You know, listen to that.
That's true.
God,
That's true.
I can't. What? Okay, sorry. This is now, we're deteriorating into a different kind of a thing. Sorry.
You do whatever art you need to do over there.
Okay.
I'm not here to judge.
Okay, good.
What is a common misconception people have about you?
That I am really mean. Actually, no, not that I'm mean, that I'm dry. Okay, so that's actually true. I don't know, like, I think they think that I think I have resting bitch face. You know, I don't think that they think I'm mean. Sorry, I'm giving chaos. They don't think I'm mean, I just think they think I might be a bit scary. But not like mean, but just a bit like scary. But that's because I have resting bitch face and I am dry. And I also don't suffer fools. Like,
Period,
don't
bitch.
give me any of that shit.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so maybe I don't know. Maybe be afraid. I don't really know. I don't know.
And my advice is you should be afraid and scared.
Yeah, run.
I want to thank you for your vulnerability on Brad.
Thank you.
Like, that's truly, upon first listen, I was like, this is so raw.
Yeah.
And you masquerade it under these like incredible, the production and the beat, it's just so innovative, but at the same time, to your core, it's a very raw, transparent thing. So thank you for that.
Thank you.
Was that the intention going into it, or did it just come out?
You know, the intention going in was just that it had to be very real and honest in a very direct way. I feel like there are a lot.
I'm sitting on the toilet. I fart very loudly. I fart very loudly and wetly. Okay? Wetly. I'm in the bathroom at a party. They don't have Charmin. They have single-ply toilet paper. I didn't know these people were fucking poor. I have a reputation for being so horny online that it's starting to scare people. And if that's the case, sorry. Okay? You guys know the fucking solution. You know how to fix this. Someone has to step up and take one for the team. Someone has to be my Call of Duty cosplayer boyfriend. Someone has to take one for the team. Just get it over with and I'll move on. To exist is to be humiliated. To exist is to be embarrassed. And if you can get over that hump, you can do anything. Free me from cringe so that I may be. Okay? I'm horny online. One thing about me, I will be horny online. And I am. And I'm horny in real life too. And so I go to these festivals and I'm just, I could hump a pillow. I could hump the corner of a counter, dude. It's just terrible. It is just god awful. I'm sitting in this chair. I come before you horny. Greatest honor and privilege to be able to objectify men with my platform. From the moment I wake in the morning to when I fall asleep at night, I'm objectifying men, and it feels fucking good. When you've been objectified your whole life, when your entire existence as a woman has been reduced down to tits and ass, being a whole, oh, I'll do that to men. I'll do that to men, no fucking question. And it's fun. Because guess what? They like it. They like it. Y'all are some whores. I took her to my penthouse and I jerked it. Oh, there's a band of masked men. Guess what? I'm freaking it. I took her to my penthouse and I just freaked it by myself. A band of masked men. They're British. I took her to my penthouse and I jerked it. That's how I feel. What the fuck are we talking about? I just get really I'm in disbelief some of the bullshit I say. I have to take a moment and be like, what the fuck? You don't have to say that shit. Stop. Me pulling on my own arm, like, stop. This isn't you. Look at me. And I'm like, I took her to my penthouse and I freaked it. You already know what the fuck I'm about to talk about. And if you're over it, I don't give a shit. I don't care. I don't care. It's my podcast. Call of Duty cosplayers. Call of Duty cosplayers. Thing about men, don't try to be funny. Don't try to be funny. I'll do that. Leave the jokes to me. You just stand there and be hot. Okay? You don't need to do anything else. don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. I'll do the fun. I'll do the jokes. Please, please. For the love of God, just stand there. I see one single man in a masked costume this year for Halloween. Run. Run. If I see you in a mask with that slutty little what? Run. I'm only going to say it once. Do you have one more? Even notice that. Why don't you love me? Why don't you need me? I got beauty. I got heart. Keep my head in the books. I'm sharp, but you don't care to know I'm smart. Beyonce! 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 Before you speak, think. Is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring? Is it necessary? Is it kind? Every woman in a relationship should print out this image and like put it on the fucking wall like we're in a kindergarten classroom to remind every man, is it true? Is it helpful? Is it inspiring, necessary, and kind? If the answer is no, you don't have to say it. You don't have to say it. I'm going to